Greetings all and welcome to the Hardest Word podcast, the podcast that features real apologies from real people all across the globe.
Apology to my mother, who's still alive.
Sorry that the last.
Wonder if I should write you a letter.
I'm sorry for that, for what I had done with you. I don't need your sympathy.
Inability.
Sorry, Gram.
I'm not going to lie to you, I sit in judgment as I listen or read every apology that comes my way. However, some apologies cut through the judgment and get to the heart the first time you're exposed to them, and such was my response when I heard Patrina Kingham's apology, and you're about to hear it. She comes to us from Littlehampton in England. She's a returning champion to the show, and there is something about this, it just typifies the self-centeredness of childhood, the fact that we just don't really know what's going on in our poor parents' lives, and that sometimes if you're a good person, as Patrina clearly is, looking back at one's behaviour years later leads you to realise that you were somewhat lacking in empathy. Anyway, I dare say it'll have a similar impact on you.
Right, this is a really difficult one. This is an apology to my mother, who's still alive. So, really I should be looking at her and doing this. Oh, she won't even remember this. I'm sure she won't. So that's probably why I need to talk to her about it. Anyway, my mum's mother was extremely unwell. She had cancer and she was dying. And it was a long time ago, and it was back in the days before mobile phones, so technology wasn't so brilliant. So the main way of corresponding with people was by letter. No emails, nothing like that. And I was, I think, probably, between 10, maybe 13. I don't know. I was pretty young. And my mum had given me a letter, obviously, just a letter that she wanted my grandmother to read for me to post. And I didn't post it. I have no idea why I didn't post it. I forgot, I suppose. It just didn't seem important to me. But my goodness, looking back, that probably would have been a lifeline to my grandmother. And that's just dreadful that I just didn't do it. I didn't care. I just didn't care. Horrible child. And I just forgot about the letter. And I think it was in my school bag. I was digging out my school bag about 2 weeks later. And there it was, sitting in the bottom. And I think my mum had asked me previously, because letters, it took about a week to get there. And she said to me, did you post the letter to my mum? And I said, yeah, of course I did. Of course I did. So when I found this letter, and this does get worse, I destroyed it. I just ripped it up because I thought, well, I can't send it. And the reason I couldn't send it was because my grandmother had died in the meantime. So she never received, oh gosh, this is upsetting. She never received the letter. Excuse me. From my mum. So I'm guessing that actually I should be apologising, if I could, to my grandmother. So, sorry, Gram.
The Hardest Word podcast.com is the website where you can stream all our episodes in case you don't do this whole podcasting business. On behalf of Brian Wallace, our audio director who does all the music, editing and mixing, and me, your humble host, Brett DeHoot, it's time to bring this whole sorry business to a close.